Steven was asking who Marion was. I was like, I assume. Let me check now. I don't know what the fuck that is. My assumption is the guy whoever took Arizona. But he was like, it's too many CPU games. Bro, when I told dude, hey, you can choose these teams, right? But there's a chance that you may not play games. Like, these are the teams that's also open that you're going to play a bunch of games for. He said, nah, I'll take Arizona. And now dude is upset.
He upset that he not going to make the playoffs?
No, he said he didn't like, he said league game for me is too many CPU games.
Bagway a little injured. All right, to this game.
All right, man. It's on you. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going on mute, though.
I'm about to turn on something to watch while I play.
Okay, so now he's disrespecting me.
It's not disrespected. I do that every time I play someone. I always turn on something to watch.
I was about to say. Yeah, I'm going to turn on something to watch.
It calms my nerves.
Oh, that's what I say. Who's home? That's a good question.
I'm searching.
Ah, you're home.
Let's go blackout. Put my side to side, but I ain't Frank Ocean.
A little stadium.
It's the UCLA
It ain't no Rose Bowl.
and the Baylor Bears. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week.
Y'all niggas let fans on the field?
Top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns.
Yeah,
they
man.
believe he deserves
Look
at me leading the pack.
Helmet's clean though.
He is showing the country why he
You
is
got
one of
what?
the best backs.
I said the helmet's clean.
I'll keep you posted if
Facts.
he's able to keep up this productivity
And I blacked out the crowd, man.
Man, we got the same color helmets, but yours is more chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go ahead and
Bears headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Knight. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work.
Yeah, both of my left edges are out for the week too.
To keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing to wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Calls his own number. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running inside. It's Knight. Got enough for the first. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, UCLA! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
He'll do it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, this is the opposite of what this defense wanted. They told us in meetings, like they were focused on this running back, can't give up the big plays. He's touched it twice, and he's made 2 big plays. They've got to wrap him up. Sometimes you don't realize how good somebody is until you get into a football game.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Flagway wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Throws to the wideout. He got it! And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Baylor! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Iamaleava. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago, because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
The run inside. It's Knight. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Lots of running room. Inside the touchdown, Bruins. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive. Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. He's now up to 52 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. Lagway. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Spits it out to the back. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Under fire. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Running inside. It's Knight. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Thrust that arm out. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd. He's going for the big play. Grabbed outside the numbers, and he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the 1st down.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the 2nd quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records because he is putting up some numbers on the day.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the... And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bruins.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Lagway. Here's the pressure. Got room at the 35. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hand. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Lagway to the air again. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throwing, Imaliava. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
Imaliava to the air again. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping with Maryland. taking on the number 5 team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Yellow Jackets on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Oh, what a move. Hits him with a stiff arm. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He's got 69 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. Using his legs, it's Morris. Maybe a crease. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Lagway to pass. He uncorks one deep. And the full dive and grab down the left side.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in second and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done.
Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They believe they can run right here. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll take it himself. Runs through the tackle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Handoff to the lone back. Breaks into the open. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down will open up the final period. Move. Flagway wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Escapes the sack. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Flagway. Here comes the heat. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
And he loses the football. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100+ yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast. Sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Throwing, Lagway. Makes a catch. Oh, he's got some space. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Goes to the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Bears! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. On the run, it's Thomas. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll try the right side. Knocked off his feet.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. But when a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to run, it's Knight. And tackled there by the defense. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. The run inside. It's Cox. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Baylor Bears call their third and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. He got it! And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Big-time kick late in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Here's Lagway to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, really good job by the wide receiver understanding. I don't have timeouts. A few extra yards are not going to help my offense, but stepping out of bounds, stopping the clock, getting the first down, continuing to keep this drive alive to try to come over here and take advantage and maybe win this game.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Snags it and he's open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Morris. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense tries to run and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And it's good! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Iamaleava. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Pressure coming. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Gotta find a completion on this one. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
It's good! And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
I don't know how. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know how that last play got above.
Bro, everybody know I should won this game.
Oh my goodness. Boy, I ain't been so stressed.
New Jersey.
Dang, that was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you.